Hey, what's up, everybody? Bitcoin's already doing what I came to talk about. Um, Dang, do I say that? I mean, do I talk about that now? I don't know. Well, congratulations, happy. I know I'm just different from everybody else. I'm not supposed to come out confetti and go crazy, but no, excited. Bitcoin's 100K. I didn't think this was going to happen until next year, maybe to after the inauguration, as I said. But yeah, we're here now. I don't know, man. My target of I said 115 to 125, K Bitcoin. I don't know, man. Look like it can go a lot higher, but we're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe and not looking for price targets, more so like timing in the cycle. So not even really trying to worry about what the price target is gonna be. But it can go higher. And the higher it goes, the better it is for the altcoins and the stuff that we're holding. But I'm just here to really. I got some stuff to talk about, but I'm here to answer questions, concerns. I know. I mean, it's 100K Bitcoin. People have questions, probably stuff they want to talk about. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to depend more so on my notes today because there's so many slides. I mean, there's a bunch of bullish posts about um, Bitcoin. It touched. I think it touched about 104K at one time. I don't know if it registers on the chart, but I know for a fact it touched 104 for a minute. Now we're back here at 101. I'm gonna talk more about that later. But so I got to talk about this now, especially where we are in the cycle. Got to talk about the Bitcoin ETF numbers because that's where retail and the euphoria is going to come from. Retail is going to be watching this stuff. Of course, this retail is going to just pay attention to meme coins, so I'm paying attention just to the price. But for the people that trade fi, they paying attention to the ETF inflows. Am I talking too fast? Probably am. But anyway, Bitcoin ETFs yesterday recorded 556.8 million dollars into Bitcoin ETFs and 167 into the Ethereum. I don't know if y'all remember the days when Ethereum was just like bringing in 2 million a day, and sometimes it was they were dumping probably 420 million a day. So this is a big change for the ETFs, especially like I said for those that are watching. It's going to make them much more bullish on Bitcoin. And here we have this Donald Trump, who's not the president yet, but the incoming president says, "Congratulations to Bitcoin." He's an idiot. Congratulations to Bitcoiners, 100K. You're welcome. Together, we can make America great again. So he put out his tweet. And to be honest, I have a lot of my. I know it's going to be crazy to y'all because if you're in crypto, you know that. I hate to get into this stuff, but it's seemingly more so conservatives that are in crypto, whatever, especially because Biden and the administration that was in at the time. 'Cause I hate talking about this stuff, but was knocking Bitcoin and all this kind of stuff or whatever. So most of my conservative friends are the ones who are in crypto. But to be honest, a lot of them, I don't know. I want to say about probably somewhere between even 30 to 40%. Even my conservative friends that just think it's crap until they start seeing Trump talk about it. They're like, wait a minute. I was like, I've been trying to tell y'all for years now. So of course, everybody's calling. Everybody got questions, text message you, people who ain't talked to you in forever that you just met it. I just met at like some film festival or whatever that knew I was talking about crypto, DMing me, and it's crazy. But anyway, it's crazy, seeing Trump, post that and it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. A lot of more people gonna realize it's legit and it's not fake or whatever. But some people will never, never, ever change, and that is Peter Schiff. This is 2019. He said, "Keep dreaming. Bitcoin is never going to hit 100K." This is 2019, so you want to try to give him, like, all right, it was a couple of years ago. He's probably still learning, but Peter's still saying stupid stuff today. I'm not even going to go through all that stuff. And there's people that are going to continue to listen to Peter Schiff. I'm going to talk about this out of order, but let me just go ahead and mention this one because the crazy thing, what was happening before, and I don't know if you remember, Trump said this a couple of years back, which is why some of my conservative friends didn't take a liking to crypto because he was trying to get in office, and in politics, people say you can't believe anything that anybody says. Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, people saying stuff to get elected. I think he had made a statement at one time saying that he didn't want anything to compete with the American dollar. or whatever. So, he didn't know how he felt about Bitcoin, or Bitcoin was bad. I can't remember what Trump was saying at the time, but I know he said it was going to compete against the dollar, and all the other people was like, yeah, America. And it was like, nah, we're not doing that Bitcoin crap. They ain't taking over my dollar and all that kind of stuff. I don't know why I use the accent, but whatever. But that was the whole thing at the time. Then Trump is bullish on Bitcoin today, and also with that, Jerome Powell he said he made a clear statement. He was like, Bitcoin does not compete with the American dollar; it's competing with gold. And, Peter Schiff doesn't like that, so he's been tweeting about that and talking about how Bitcoin bought politicians. Bitcoin can't buy anybody. People just see it as financial freedom and a way to escape the system, inflation, and all that kind of stuff. So Peter Schiff's still going to be kind of sour. I mean, it is what it is. This one's funny because the same guy that talks about Bitcoin when it crossed $100, like $100, like one Benjamin. Wait a minute, stop playing me. Did the sound go out? Who you said you have no sound? Sound? Oh, it's back. Oh, I was like, man, what happened there? But yeah, the same guy. I don't know where I went out there. Hopefully, it wasn't too long. I don't know. I saw that comment as soon as it came. But I was just talking about how Trump is making people more bullish on crypto because of some of the statements he said in the past about it competing with the dollar, and was saying how Jerome Powell made a direct statement saying that Bitcoin doesn't compete with the dollar; it competes with gold. And Peter Schiff is not excited about that. And even some of my younger mentees who I understand, I appreciate they're trying to get into finances and understand stuff, but they're like, no, gold is the thing. And I'm like, yeah, it's cool, no, but it's not 1980 anymore. So explaining to them that Bitcoin is digital gold, which we've been saying for the past 6 years, but people don't listen until they hear other people saying it, which I understand, take no offense to it. But anyway, this is the guy that was talking about Bitcoin when it crossed $100, and here he is making another video. But yeah, what I should have did is pull up the video when he said it was $100. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm it's one of those days. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute too, but
I'm right here watching history be made. Bitcoin is up to $100,000. That's an all-time high. I saw it break twice today. It went up to 100,002, and this is the highest it's ever been. It's ridiculous.
yeah, I'm not gonna play the whole clip. But yeah, I mean, listen, there's a lot of clips we can play. I mean, we got the one of Brian Armstrong and the crew watching Bitcoin hit 10K and just saying how far we've come. CZ telling people they should slap themselves as they sold under 100K, but that was like 2021, and it did in fact go back to 15K. So but it still aged well because it's up from here. But before I get to my notes, I do want to talk about the stuff that nobody wants to talk about. We're gonna talk about it. All right. So in the middle of all this bullishness and stuff, because this is what they do to scare people as part of the tactics, Mt. Gox started moving Bitcoin today. So that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna do it because they're gonna scare people. And I'm not saying that's why the price is dropping. I don't know if they sold, to be honest. I haven't kept track of it because it's way too much to keep track of right now where we are in the market. But yeah, Mt. Gox moving Bitcoin again. So people are like, oh man, here they go with this again. People get bearish. They can change from bullish to bearish in 15 minutes. That's how crazy this space is. But anyway, let me get to some of my notes. So what we had the whole thing with Jerome Powell talking about Bitcoin is not competing with the dollar, it's competing with gold. So a lot of people see that as bullish. It's like, all right, it's not attacking the US or the US dollar or whatever. So I guess it's good. Putin made his statements. That was actually, it's probably like last week it was when he was talking about, nothing can really stop Bitcoin. Nobody can shut it down. So that's bullish. Russia is huge and, all the stuff they got going on right now. I want to talk about some of the stuff going on with BRICS, but I'm gonna leave that out today. I don't want to really talk about it today. But another thing, Paul Atkins was who Trump chose to replace Gary Gensler. And so he did this, what was it, 1 or 2 days ago? I'm sorry, time is moving so fast. It was this week or whatever. And Paul initially said he didn't want to accept the nomination or whatever, or, the position because Gary Gensler messed it up so bad. And I keep saying, I feel bad for Gary Gensler. I know y'all want him to go, but I keep telling y'all, he loves blockchain. I know he hates the role that he had to play in all this, but anyways, for the rest of society that doesn't know that Gary actually loves blockchain and crypto, he is now moving out. But Paul said he wasn't going to take the position at first, but he finally officially accepted the position yesterday, which is probably why Bitcoin did this. We don't know. But it's the news that they're using to say, I feel that they're saying this is why we crossed 100K, because they see who's going to be in the chair now, and that is going to be more bullish for crypto. Because I keep saying everybody's on crypto every day like we are, so they only hear when it hits mainstream. But anyway, Atkins accepted the position, so he will, I guess, assume the position once Gary's out on the 20th or whatever, January 20th when he gets out of there. So yeah, I think that's why we crossed 100K. What's some of this stuff here? I did see some stuff that made me sad today. I know I'm always in my emotions, whatever, but I saw this guy. He posted a video. It was just not the guy that posted the video, but people I care about too. So this guy posted this video, and it made me realize how blessed I was, to be honest. Um, he was really excited. His XRP position had it hit 10K or something like that this morning, and just seeing all the people in the comments like, hold on, brother. Next 12 months, this was like, hold on, brother. This 10K now is going to be $1 million in the next 10 months, and it's just like the whole XRP thing, man. It makes me sad, but it also makes me sad because, like I said, people that I talked to over Thanksgiving also messaged me. I told them the other day like where I thought XRP could go to, and it retraced, and they get scared, and it doesn't take much to scare them. But I was just saying, hey, man, I don't know. It's up to you. If you want to hold your position, maybe to $3 or $4. I mean, it's good. If you had it since 50 cents and 48 cents or whatever it was, I mean, safely, I would maybe 350 if it gets there, but then find some other stuff to get into for more gains. But I don't want people holding this stuff too long and thinking they will become millionaires. But whatever. So hopefully a guy makes some money, but I don't know, man. The targets they have is just crazy. Not accounting for that, I think somebody was talking about this morning. Let me pull this up before I run my mouth and be incorrect. I think it's like around 30 to 40% still is not out. And they don't know about tokenomics and all. So which is not bad if it was an altcoin to be 50% out right now, but it's not. I mean, it is an altcoin, but you know what I'm saying, a lower market cap. Yeah, it's yeah. Anyway, pass the message to your loved ones. I know everybody's getting excited right now, but it's not going to do the numbers people think. But anyway, let me move on. So one thing I want to talk about, I saw somebody made a good tweet about this morning. I can't even find it right now, and I'm a piggyback off of, but just seeing how I know in the group we have some stuff that's moving that's did like 2 and 3x or whatever. So I saw one that actually it's in my other portfolio. The 6x recently. Now I'm just noticing. I know I'm holding my stuff, man. But anyway, but at the same time, there's gonna be stuff that doesn't move. You just gotta have patience. I always talk about the Polygon chart and stuff. Like everybody want to talk. They talk about Polygon doing the 200x or whatever. But most people didn't hold it the entire time. Most didn't even. Oh man, what's going on here? Did it sound? Is the sound going out? It looks like it's still on for me. Let me see. Let me check my monitor. Did it sound? It's still on for me, Carmen. I don't know if anybody else. Hmm. I don't know if anybody else is having sound problems. Okay. Um, where's that? Oh yeah. So yeah. But pretty much what I want to say is there's gonna be 1,000 coins that are, or not 1,000, but there's gonna be a couple of coins that are like moving like rapidly, but you gotta hold your positions. And like I see a lot of people even saying, more people saying now, like, well, maybe I should go shift into the Dino coin since they've made their move. You did not miss anything. You can't be like that. You can't just be like, oh, XRP did a 5x or whatever. I should have been. You can't hold every single coin. It's not going to be always that every single coin you're holding is moving. And I hate to say it this way, but sometimes you're being greedy. If you're holding coins Okay. Let's see. Are we back? Karma was seeing into the future. It did go at that time. Somebody said, "Okay, now your sound is out." But no, but yeah, with these positions, especially stuff we holding, like I really, if I, I'm trying to say this really succinct. What I did is, when my research is go into what I feel like is going to run in the long run. I see people that I know invested in a lot of stuff, even though some of them are moving 3x and they haven't talked about them the 4x. It's the game that everybody's playing. That's what I'm fully. I was in denial, to be honest, and I'm not even saying everybody's scamming, but I was really in denial of the tactic that people are using. They're not going to talk about this stuff. They talk about, like, I don't want to say any particular narratives, but I'll say in a certain narrative, I'll see people like, "Hey, what do you think is going to be great in this narrative?" And they will skip completely past what I know is hot and is hot to them. Um, and so it's going to feel some type of way with at least some of these when you're like, "Man, Zoe the only one talked about this," and then I know, just being from some of the stuff that said to me, okay, I'll give you the play. It'll do a 3x or 300% for those that don't understand that terminology. And then you be like, okay, cool, I made money here, but Zoe's the only one talking about it. So maybe I should get out and take all my profits and move on. It's not the thing to do. I'm telling you what, especially when we're talking about, if it's a mid cap, anywhere between 40 million and 800 million, I've done research. Now there's going to be some DGen stuff. It's probably going to sit for a minute, bleed off, or whatever. But if it's anywhere between 50 million and 800 million, I've done research and I know people are going to be talking about them later. And they just playing games right now. I think it's one of the reasons why, I mean, this wasn't even in my notes, but it's one of the reasons we got hit hard on some of these, because I'm admit, a lot of people just act like their portfolio is always going up. But a lot of these are bleeding because of that. And the one I really notice it in, no, it's all the narratives. It's all the narratives. But what people do is what they're doing now, and it doesn't change my conviction, and it's not going to make me invest into it. What people are doing are, I'm not even saying it's scammy. Some of them are legit projects. I always say, let me say for gaming, for instance, what they do is some devs got together. They did make a legit game, right? But what they did is, they put all, it's pretty much out there like a meme coin. Pretty much 100% of the supply is out. These are the gaming stuff and the AI plays, AI too. These are the AI plays and gaming plays that people are pushing right now. The ones that, once again, could be legit projects or whatever. But I'm not researching them. I'm not putting my money into them because I don't have the time to research, and I have not researched them. But these fully diluted ones are the ones that everybody's pushing now. Then they're going to start talking about the plays that we're holding and stuff like that. Actually, I got some news for one that I just saw. Some news I just saw. But anyway, that's the game that's being played now. So some of the stuff is moving a little bit slower than I like, but I can't play that game, y'all. I can't. I keep saying I'm not in the super insider text groups. And one thing I realized about some of these plays, this was not even in my notes to talk about, but I'm talking. One thing I realized is I would see even certain things being talked about, and I know I can't know about every token, so I'll be like, dang, maybe I missed that or something, right? But when I go back, like I said, they'll do these fully diluted projects, whether it's AI, gaming, RWA, and they'll push them. But if I go back and look, and I'm like, let me go look at that project that blah blah talks about, and you go back and look, and it pumped. It did, in fact, pump 4 and 5x or whatever when they talk about months ago, but it's in the trash hole right now, and so it's making me have more conviction of like, hey man, you're not gonna be in some of these insider groups to know some of the stuff that they pumping, but when you look at it, they're giving some of these people they're making these people think they're long term holds. Like the stuff I'm talking about, I'm like, it may not be moving now, or it may be moving slow now. It may be only doing a 2 and 3x now, or whatever. But in the long term, these are the stuff that's going to be pushing near the end of the cycle. Um, but anyway, another statement I want to make. I see a lot of people talking about, the whole memes thing. What's going to run? Is it going to be memes or utility? Just diversify your portfolio across the board. Don't try to just do one or the other. Just diversify. Get your utility coins and then some have your meme coins. They're gonna run at different times. You can take profits at different times, and the narrative shift as the cycle goes on. So I know a lot of people are scared. Which one is going to be the winner? Is it going to be meme coins or is it going to be utility? It's going to be both of them, but it's going to be at different times. Um, Just make sure you're in strong narrative, strong projects that got, that has not that got that has good fundamentals, or whatever. So, just play it that way. What is this note here? No, I already said. I think I already said. Yeah, the waiting part is not always easy when you're waiting for those 30 and 40 X's, but I definitely believe we have some in there, and probably even more. And seeing how much money is coming into, just how all that money came into XRP is making me feel even more bullish. Another thing I talk about this all the time. Projects. I know y'all see it now. Y'all see the game now. Y'all see how all these projects got bullish news the day of Bitcoin breaking 100K. Trust and believe. Some of them gonna dial them back. They be like, "Oh, wait a minute, one more hitch, one more hiccup we got to fix." If Bitcoin starts to go down, some people gonna stick to it, but everybody all of a sudden they'll tell you all this bull crap like, "Oh, we're waiting for this and waiting for that." As soon as something bullish happens, they got all these announcements. So don't fall for the game. But this my most important thing I want to say on the stream is, yes, I do think we gonna we gonna dump. So I think before I said this a couple of weeks ago, I was thinking it was going, and it tapped the 104. And let me say something first. I'm not trying to predict anything. I'm not trying to be like I told you so. I'm not trying to be tell the future or none of that kind of stuff. But I said it probably going to tap 104 and go back to 96. Um, there's a lot of things we can say about that. Maybe they'll scare retail too much. There are institutional investors in it, so maybe it doesn't make as big of a move. Maybe it just goes back to 100K or 99. But I was thinking it's going to tap 104 and go back to 96. But regardless of what it does, the price may be different. The 104 to 96 might not be it. It might hit 104, go back to 100, maybe go to 99,000. I don't know what the exact number is, but I do know it's going to dump at some point and scare people. And what's happening now, I understand you want to front run it. I see a lot of people trying to front run certain things. They're like, if of course, if you like the project long term, you can go ahead and DCA. But a lot of people think they're on front run because it's not coming back. And I already saw one that somebody was talking about, and they went and aped into it. It was like, all right, it broke 100K or whatever, and then we going to Valhalla now, and now that Bitcoin's touched 104 and came back to, what is it, 101 now? I don't have it on the screen. I got another tab open. So it's at 101 now. That project already dumped what, 19-20%. So what I'm saying is there's going to be some other opportunities here in the future between December and probably the second week of January. Well, I mean, I can't say what every coin is going to do, but it's going to be time to probably buy some more of these, because if Bitcoin dumps, altcoins dump more, especially if they haven't moved. So I know you want to get excited and try to front run a lot of stuff, but for me, like, my bags are pretty much packed on what I want to pack. And then once we get a dump and a real red day is when I'll probably DCA some more. And plus, like I said, I'm waiting for new projects to come out. A lot of them are wanting to come out now because Bitcoin is 100K. It's all psychological games. But yeah, I mean, don't think it's just gonna be up only from here. So technically we've already came back from 104. We're at 101 now. I should look at indicators and all that stuff, but I don't have as much time as I want. I'm a one man band team. I don't have a bunch of researchers to bounce different stuff off, and you do this and I do this. This is kind of all me. But yeah, you'll have some other chances. I don't think you quite missed the boat on everything, because I've seen people get dumped on, and I mean, this has only been like 18 hours, 12 or 18 hours, and it came back down, and you got some Allstate dumped. So yeah. What else I was gonna say? But yeah, this is just the time in the cycle when stuff is moving really fast. Um, I've been saying this for months now. The faster it gets, the more deeper we get into the cycle, the calmer I have to be, the more level headed I have to be. To be honest, I can't even have fun with Bitcoin being 100K, because I have to stay calm, because that's when I got to start paying attention to all these projects talking about what they about to do and see if they're going to do it or not. See if projects going to launch. I got to try to keep up with the different catalysts and stuff. And I mean, the way I see it is like, this is probably a crazy analogy, but I'm always using analogies. But where I'm from, I grew up in the hood. This is crazy thing that we used to do, mimicking like people from like 1990s music videos when they like swerve in the car in the parking lot. But it's because you're driving slow, so you can do all that crazy stuff. But when you get up to speed, 100 miles per hour, 105, 110, you got to sit more still. You can't be moving your body too crazy, because then you throw the car off course. So what I'm saying is, the faster you're going, the more still you got to be, the more calm you got to be. So I can't even, like, I was in a session last night and got out, and then I saw it was 100K. And yeah, I want to pop balloons and all this kind of stuff, but it's more time for me to focus, and I have to be calm. And I'm technically realizing, just like I said a month ago, I'm probably not gonna be able to really celebrate until we get to near the end of the cycle. I gotta stay calm. I got me to spend on me, family members. I got a group. So I can't be losing it and like, all right, let's have a pizza party and turn on music. I mean, if I had somebody, yeah, I can't do it, man. But anyway, have self control, have patience too, because I think we in some really good bags. That's going to do some numbers, but it's going to take some time. I don't know about Bitcoin, but Bitcoin technically not dumping, but the alt's going to dump when it goes down. So don't get scared. Just red days, that's when you DCA and buy that all kind of stuff. So yeah, really just some mindset stuff. I mean, there's more news I want to talk about too, but I see y'all got a lot of comments and questions that I'm gonna probably answer. I already talked about not being one sided in your approach. Get utility and meme coins if that's what you want to do. Don't go all in on one. And I talked about that. The waiting game is not always easy. Yeah. What's up? What's up? Let's see what we got going on here in the comments. Carmen said, "Good morning. I'm here for the cheer today. I wish I could cheer more, but yeah, we happy 100K. We about to make some money. Like especially seeing how fast Bitcoin is moving, and yes, even the XRP, and all that money is gonna flow back." BB Services said history was made May 12th, 2024. Oh, you know what? You're probably not American. That's we write our dates different. You know that. You're saying December 5th, 2024. My bad, I read that incorrectly. Sis said the higher the price of Bitcoin, better for alts. Yep. The Stefano said, "Good morning, Zoe. Wishing you a great week. Wishing you a great week too, my friend." Sith Lord said Trump is not an idiot. Oh, Sith, I don't think you've been on my channel long enough. If Harris was elected, we would not be. You haven't been on my channel long enough. I was saying he's funny. He's not. I use the word idiot all the time, and I use it different ways. It makes me think about how Bernie Mac said how people use the F word different ways. It's a noun, it's an adjective, it's a verb, it's everything. But no, I was saying he's being funny because of the tweet he put out. Then we had the no sound stuff. I'm trying to read out the monitor because sometimes the streaming software acts up. Oh, you said the sound's back. Oh man. Remember the fortune teller who said the cycle was over a couple of months ago didn't age well. Yeah, I mean we went through a little bearish phase, but nah, cycle definitely wasn't over. So, and unfortunately, that person never got back in too. That makes me a little sad, but it is what it is. Back. B says now sound is okay. I can hear you. Techno guy said sound has been good the whole time. What is your take on? What is your take? What is wrong with me this morning? I'm not saying stuff. What is your take on Casper? It's not pumping. Listen, so my take. Actually, I want to say something else too. Let me see if I might put that in my notes to say later. No, I'm gonna say it now. Um, I probably shouldn't say it now because I haven't thought through this enough, to be honest. But I did, and I appreciate everything that people do. I, re- I appreciate the respect or whatever. But and I'm not upset or anything. But I had two channels recently or whatever, like reposted me. I guess they're trying to say they're in solidarity or they like my channel or whatever else. Like, hey, I have a channel, but this crypto Zoe guy's good. I'm gonna be honest. And I hope you hear this the right way. Number one, my goal is not to really grow this channel. I also see it as a way of speaking for me. I'm not that like I'm not on YouTube for that reason. I don't need anybody co-signing me. The same as, and I've said this to people before, and I say it again. If you watch it, I don't even. Let's see. I told you I haven't thought through this. So I'm recently found there are like 6 different people that posted videos on their channel when I was going through stuff with certain other influencers to like piggyback like, hey, we're taking crypto's those side. I really don't need that. I don't want it. Actually, where I am in my life and my family and how I want things to be with my crypto channel, I would actually ask, if people take those videos down. I don't. If you want to talk about somebody else, um, another YouTuber being dishonest or whatever they're doing, I'm saying kindly, I don't want to be added in the conversation. If I do want to talk about something, I'm gonna talk about it myself. I said this the other day. I want to speak for myself. If you have a dislike for a YouTuber, I don't want to be added into the conversation of why you don't like a YouTuber. I understand a lot of people do scammy and crazy, crazy BS out here. But me myself, I don't want to be added into the conversation. If I have anything to say, I want to say it myself, and it come from my mouth. I just, yeah, because to me, it's probably a bad analogy because I'm always using analogies, but it's like me having a baby and having a child. I don't want anybody else posting my baby. Like, I think it's real weird when people do that, like post somebody else's child, because that's my child. That's my personal offspring. So yeah, I mean, where I'm at in the cycle is getting busy because I see people asking me questions, DM me like, "Hey, I heard about you from this place." That's cool and all, but I'm not liking the way some people hearing about me, and I don't want to be added into those conversations because I don't want these conversations to continue to come up as the cycle goes on. The cycle is getting faster. I need to focus. I don't need any outside drama and any outside stuff to be dealing with that. So I reached out to three of the guys or whatever, and just I respect. I understand you saying you think I'm cool or whatever, but I just I just want, if anything has my face or anything about me, I wanted to come from this YouTube channel. I appreciate that and all, but I just wish those videos be taken down. And I mean, it's kind of cool. You got six other channels co-signing, but I'm not here for that, man. But to my next point, uh, the whole Casper thing. Piggyback off that, people think because of certain stuff that happened in the past that like I'm a Casper hater. I'm not a Casper hater. I just keep trying to say that I want people to have realistic price targets when it comes to Casper, and I think people just really overdo it. Yes, we are seeing the cycle is crazy. Bitcoin's already at 100K. XRP just had $120 billion come in over a week. But yeah, saying Casper's gonna get to 500. What they're saying? 500, not million, 500 billion. Some of these targets are just outlandish, and I don't want people to get wrecked. What I will see it say is, because I'm in the space a lot, I do not follow Casper, but I see they supposed to have some kind of some catalyst and different stuff coming up. Maybe they get some more listings or whatever. And I keep saying I hope everybody makes money, but I just think some of the price targets were really overdone, and people was really just using Casper to draw people into their channel and not fully understanding Casper themselves. Because I feel like I've only still to this day seen about one or two people explain Casper correctly, and I don't even follow Casper like that. Um, but yeah, I think it'll pump eventually. I can't say what numbers it'll do. I don't follow it enough to see what the developments are, how the community is right now, to know about exchange listings, anything. I don't follow it close enough to even know that stuff. So I think it'll still do pretty good, decent, I guess, from here. Um, what is that from here? I don't even. Let me see. What is? Like I said, I could be wrong, but realistically, I'm thinking maybe 6 to 8x from here, maybe. Because the community was bullish. That's why I said I don't know what the community is like now. But I hope everybody makes money, man. That's all I can really say. No, sound is not working. You see me talking about the clips. Oh yeah, because I'm sorry, I forgot to switch over to the streaming software. My brain is moving so fast, man. Brain is moving so fast. Oh yeah, a lot of y'all in here today. Is any love for Casper? Any love for Casper? Like I said, I think it's gonna make money, but it's just not something I want to hold. I don't have the conviction there. Like I have other stuff that I'm holding. Um, BB Services said Zoe already aired an episode about Casper a few months ago where he explained all about it. Casper could make you nice profits, but possibly it won't be the best performer this run. Yeah. That's all I'm really saying. I think people act like, and as y'all can, if you remember a couple of months ago, y'all see how much stuff has came out even since then, and that's what I was saying. And one thing I keep saying on this channel is it's a whole bunch of stuff coming out that I didn't even know about. I never try to act like I know about every single project that's coming out. And I'm just like, it's a lot of saturation in the market. It's a lot of saturation. So Now I think those statements make more sense to people now. When they were trying to bash me and said I was a Casper hater and this, all I'm saying is a bunch of stuff, and this bunch of stuff still ain't came out. So I don't think I realize how stupid the cycle gonna be. And my focus is not on just trying to have every winner, but just have a lot of winners and some winners, because you can make stuff on this. Excuse me, you can make money on stuff that's not necessarily the most popular project either. So it's just all about doing your own research and having your own conviction. Um, mm, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Hyenzane said, "Sweetheart, look forward. Is there still time to DCA? Oh yeah, it's still time to DCA. Well, I feel like we got two dumps coming between now and like the second week of January, and then we're gonna really be on that roller coaster ride, probably. You know what I mean? So you'll still have some time. I can't wait for the cycle to be over. The constant vigilance over the market gets draining. I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably not what y'all want to hear, but I agree with you. I'm very tired. Like I'm very tired, but it's what we have to do to change our family's life. I said that probably 3 times in the last 2 days. I can't wait for the cycle to be over. No matter how good I feel it's going or is going to go, I'm just tired. It's a lot of attention always having to sit at this computer. I even say even when I'm in the group, I pretty much read through everything, whether y'all know it or not, but I can't respond to everything. So I'll just pick and choose what I feel like I can respond to right now, what's important to respond to. One person, y'all. I'm one person, so I'm usually spending my time researching. But I am not going. I'm always just sitting at this computer. I done tore this chair up just from sitting in it so much, to be honest. I mean, just this chair has seen a lot of action. You know what I mean? Pause. But it's yeah. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very tired. Um, but yeah, BBC services, and probably now a lot of Casper Moon boys will cry here that you're a Casper hater. 6 to 8x from current places is one of the lowest price predictions, but for me sounds the most realistic. Yeah, I mean, it could. Let's say it miraculously does 25x from here. Like I said, I hope they make money. I'm just trying to get realistic targets because there's a lot of projects still coming into the market. I got like 6 of them I'm watching right now and trying to decide what I want to do. Like, because and here's another thing I keep saying is y'all haven't seen it because I've been tracking some of these projects between 12 and well now probably 12 and 36 months now, and two in particular have completely changed. I mean, with huge backing, developers, marketing team, all that, they are now something completely different for what they were, and they have the same name. And one of them I saw being shielded, and actually it moved. It probably did a 3x. And I was just confused. I was like, "You're this now? Like you were this for the whole time." And now it changed to something different. It launched and it's probably up 3 or 4x now. And I'm just like, but that's not what you were before. So I'm being honest, man. It makes me a little leery. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to buy that right now because it's something different. I don't know how this is gonna go. So sometimes you just gonna miss stuff. I'm looking at one more now and I'm just like, all right, do I want to make the decision or not? Because they're kind of different again from what they were before. They have kind of implemented what they were inside of the different thing they are now. So this cycle is crazy, man. This was not like this last cycle. Polygon came out, said, I'm a layer two. It stayed a layer two. Um, EOS, I'm this. I stay this. Solana, I'm this. I stay this. Another one I made a little money on, Linear. I'm this. I stayed this. Now stuff is like, I'm okay. I'm AI now. It's just like, I don't know what to do with this information. So anyway, cycle's crazy. Good morning, Zoe and the group. Good things come to those who stay the course. Monitor storing. When you can see the beginning of the tunnel, you know progress is being made. Let's keep moving forward. Yeah. Patience is the name of the game, y'all. It's all about patience and stuff. So, meme coins did their thing. There's a lot of stuff that's going to do its thing, but you're going to see people talking about these projects. You slowly starting to see some of them being talked about, but they're going to make you some money. Just have patience, stay the course, and all that kind of good stuff. I know I'm always coming on here with mindset stuff, and I know y'all want 1,000x gems and stuff, but really want y'all to be patient. Um, yeah. Anyway, that's all I really got for today. I'm very tired, and if I'm being real, it's a little stressful. It's a little stressful. So, but we're gonna keep going. We're gonna change our lives. So, did I have some more slides? I probably had some more slides up here, but it's more just like bullish stuff about Bitcoin. And oh, did y'all see the Hawk Tuah chick try to come out her coin, even though people already made 1 billion of them? and they were like holding 96% of the supply. Then I think there was another one made, and they still were holding like 76% of the supply. It's just stupid, man. Oh no, wait. This is the most important thing I want to say. I almost forgot. Let me say this too. Everybody thinks they're gonna do this, but they're not. I'm sorry. This is gonna be one of the most important things I say. Y'all, when this cycle starts, listen to me. Please listen. When this cycle starts, right? As I fix this thing, hold on. As this cycle starts, and you're sitting here right now, and you might be impatient about some stuff moving or whatever, or like I said, maybe it's moved 3x, and you like, but this move 8x or whatever, and you feeling some type of way. But when your stuff starts to move, and you start getting euphoric, and you're excited, and you are finally up to 30x, you like, it really did it. It did the 30x, y'all. Okay, all right, listen to this. Let's say you put $1,000. So let me actually create the picture. So you put $1,000 in something. Zoe said this could 30x. It finally does the 30x that Zoe said it can do. You now have $30,000. Of course, most of that should be profit. You take it off the table, send it to cold storage or whatever. Now, there are a couple things you can do here. Out of that $30,000, depending on where we are in the cycle, if we still feel like we're in the middle of the cycle and there's still some room to grow, you might say, okay, I've made $30,000. You may say, I'm gonna take $5,000. I'm trying to roughly do this. I'm gonna take $5,000 and put this in a high conviction play and see if this 5,000 can turn into another. It can turn into 15,000 or maybe 20,000. Maybe I can get another 4x. But that's high conviction. That is, great project and all that kind of stuff. Right? What you do not want to do is put $1,000 in something, go up 30x, have a $30,000 and be like, oh, now I'm gonna flip this even more. I'm gonna put 10,000 into this stupid meme coin that just came out of nowhere. And because I know now this 10,000 now I made is gonna 100x, and then you lose it. So now you only got $20,000 profit. Please don't do that. But as I said, what you can do is maybe take 5,000 of that after you do your 30x, put it in something that's a high conviction play that maybe can 2 and 3x, because we still in the cycle. Maybe the cycle's still hot. All right. Or maybe you just leave 5,000 into that play that made you a 30x. You're like, well, maybe it's still got room to go. And then maybe out of that 30,000, maybe because you're feeling good, I just turned $1,000 into 30K. Maybe you're feeling good about it. Maybe you throw $200 to $500 in some meme coin and maybe can do 100x. What I'm saying is, don't make the money and just throw it back into something that you're going to lose it on. We've all done it. So none of us are exempt from it. But that's all I really want to say. Before we get hot and I forget lessons like that, I want to go ahead and tell you now. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But if you want to join the Patreon, because my diction is so bad sometimes, it's at patreon.com/cryptozo. And getting some of these plays early before people start talking about them, because it's definitely coming. And I see some of y'all asking about different plays, and I'm just being honest with you. I never try to act like I got every bit of alpha that crawls across the space. Some of these projects I'm still not going to get into because we just not at that point in the cycle where I want to be taking these types of risks. When I see something I have conviction in that has about the same market cap and can do the same numbers or whatever, I don't know what else to say. But yeah, happy Bitcoin turning 100K. Stay level headed. You might have to. I was about to say something I shouldn't say. You just might have to suppress your excitement. Like, just be chill for now. We can celebrate later on in the cycle. But keep a level head. Keep doing your research. Don't just depend on me or anybody else. Do your own research and all that good stuff. And I'm gonna catch y'all next time.